Hello and welcome, Goa. I'm Alicia Fernandez. Well, today is a very special day because it's the day for persons with International Day for Persons with Disability, and we're celebrating them. And amongst us, we have a very prominent guest who is a national awardee. And I would first of all welcome him on this particular show of ours on Purple TV Bharat. We have with us Dr. Sai Kaustuv Dashgupta, who is a national awardee. At the same time, he's a global motivational TEDx speaker, visual designer, certified happiness coach, diversity and inclusion global champion. I must say, such a long profile that you have, Doctor. Welcome to Purple TV Bharat, and it's great to see you back after so many years.
Thank you, Alisa. Yes, it's really an honor to come on the Day of Disability, International Day of Disability. We shortly call it IDPWD Day, and I still remember the way we connected in Purple Fest and all. So very thankful to you and your team for making this a celebration. Thank you.
Indeed, I must say that it was an honor and privilege for us as well. And today is a very special day because today is the day for International World Disability Day. So, to begin with, what is your message that you have for the people over here?
So, first of all, International World Disability Day is celebrating everywhere. So I'm now talking from Bangalore, Karnataka, but it's a day for worldwide people are celebrating through their activities and all. And the message is very clear. I really would like to say that inclusion, diversity, accessibility, these are not only just words, it's a mindset. On this special day, I really would like to request and urge whoever is watching us, listening us over Purple TV Bharat, that embrace the differences and celebrate the unique abilities, because anyway we are celebrating the disability day, but the main purpose of this day is to showcase our abilities and which makes who we are. So together we need to build this day, a day where everyone can thrive their best together and feel seen, valued, and empowered. So, Disability Day is another way, ability day for us to showcase our best self, contribute our best skill for the community, and make people aware that who we actually are.
Indeed, I must say that even when we have a very closer look at your journey, you're a happiness coach, the first disability happiness coach. So, how would you promote happiness, one, and the well being of among the individuals with persons with disability? If you could
Yes,
just
thank
share.
you. Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you, Alisa, for that. And yes, I'm so proud that I carry my smile always. And I am the first India's different level certified happiness coach. Long back, I did my coaching from Transformation Academy, Florida, because India is still lacking to find the true happiness. So I had to do from outside, but my only way to do this certification was to promote the well-being. You know, happiness begins with the acceptance, and we can promote well-being by fostering environments that provide us the support. Because when we talk about well-being, there are physical well-being, mental well-being, emotional well-being, and for people like us, financial well-being also matters. Because for you to be independent in your family, earning your own livelihood, making you do something what you love, and again empowering the people who are looking at you as an example. So when I started doing this happiness session, this all well-being came into me automatically, because when you talk about happiness, it is not possible without making your mindset correct or equal. So how much you are taking the food in mind, because there is no gym for our mind. So we have to take the food of mental wellness and happiness and acceptance. So I think it's all about self expression and the opportunities when we can help others with our skills and best things. A simple act of kindness and gratitude can be practiced while spreading the happiness and well being. And especially this Disability Day, this year the theme was amplifying the leadership of persons with disabilities with the inclusive and sustainable future. So when we call about sustainable future, it is going to also be a happy future. We should not see that what are the scarcity of the people with disabilities community. We just need to see how much inclusive and equal society and community we can build by the leadership. And I'm so happy to be doing that in my tiny part, whatever way I can do.
No, you are indeed doing a wonderful job. So, if now we have a closer look at this entire thing, how would you see the misconceptions that are usually associated with disability and happiness? And how would you could, if you could just dispel some light on that as well?
Definitely. Misconception is everywhere, Alisa. It's a part of our journey from my childhood, growing up with a rare disease and then coming into society where there was no sensitization, no awareness about the brittle bone disease. I was kind of alien. So people always had misconception about the disease, the way they behave with me, the way they should approach and all. There were no awareness. And I think the most important misconception of people are having in their in their mind that disabled people cannot be successful. They cannot be in a position to earn livelihood for their family, or can lead a role in society or in the government or corporate sector, because they feel that the special children or the person with disabilities are to be meant with staying inside room in a corner with a sympathetical outlook they are getting given to us. But in the contrary, I feel it's a judgmental bias. Everyone is having that misconception. We cannot do anything. I do designing with my one finger of left hand. If I tell you, Alicia, you can do, you say I cannot, because I think that's a misconception we need to break here. The stereotypes, the people are not happy, they are not having the choice of doing whatever they would like to pursue in the higher education, a good family, a good future, a security. These all things we have to bring out with our breaking the misconceptions, and with our passion and purpose for this community, providing that will be there, but how much we can break and bring transformation with our work, with the happiness, with the positivity, with some good session on happiness index, balancing our professional life, personal life, and especially, I always say it is all okay to cry and share your problems. Unless until you raise your hand, we cannot help you. So misconceptions will be there, but as a wheelchair warrior, I can say that we are the person with responsibility to break those stereotypes and barrier and make people aware that all the possibilities.
So also whenever we see this very closely about wheelchair warrior of yours, also you have been promoting this happiness index and the happiness coach. You've been like literally promoting it like anything, considering the fact. But do you think back then and now there's a huge difference in how things were back then, the stereotypical way of looking at disability person, and now after there are a lot of sensitization that has been created. Of course, we are not to the topmost mark, but we are somewhere at least nearby there. But it has started. So, what is your take on that?
Yeah, I think you have well said a point that we are gradually increasing this the universal design are implementing in the public infrastructures and all, and misconceptions were there previously because there were no much internet, there was no Google to search for the disabilities and the challenges. So while in my childhood also the same thing happened, the doctors were not much mature enough to diagnose a disease which has no cure. And but now a lot of tests are available, and now people are more sensitized, and especially there are government and public sector coming together with the collaboration of sensitizing campaigns in different way. It can be digital, it can be in practically helping people to understand what is a ramp, how you can make your elevator braille equipped, how can you make workplace equal and accessible with all the necessary things. So nowadays people are really trying their best. Whoever is passionate in this cause, to make a betterment. So, yes, the misconceptions we are breaking, but I think the first and foremost task to change the mindset. Without changing mindset, you cannot see a better world. If we still think that the people with disabilities are the last person to come in the row, we are still back. We have to give them the first, and that's not that we deserve it. We require there is equality in our PWD Act. We have right to access everything everywhere equally. So there is no changes I see, Alicia. We use ramp, you use stairs, but the destination is same. So on this disability day, it's on one of my message to the people that never feel that we need extra support or we need something extra. It is all equal. Asking for making a public place accessible is part of our equality right. So let good minds come up and break the misconception more and more.
Definitely. I think you've been doing a very fantastic job about creating this awareness. If you could just take us through about your journey, how did it all start for you? And how did you get into this becoming the first disability happiness coach? If you could just take us through that very briefly.
Definitely. So it's a journey of a lot of ups and downs, a lot of suffering, pain, and all this thing. Because people see in the over the Google and net, whoever is following me in the internet and all, they see happy face of Sai. Sai as a happiness coach, they expect it's a picture perfect. But I should really would like to say that it is not always picture perfect because for me to get ready from morning to night, getting my access in each and everything. My daily routine is having a lot of hardship. But thankful to my angel-like parents and brother, they are with me, they are living with me, and they are the main support system like oxygen. Without oxygen, you cannot live. So they are the oxygen of my life, and it's not from now, it's from my childhood, the time I born with this disability and all. So they accepted me as a blessing, and they always had a mindset that how more I can empower, so I can excel in the education, in the music, in everywhere, wherever, whatever I was passionate about in childhood, they always wanted me to excel. And in another way, society had a mindset in my native place, which is Siliguri. I was born there. The Siliguri is a beautiful place, but I'm talking about 91, 92. That time, upbringing, a childhood. It's a class apart because I never had a chance to go out and play football, cricket, or other things which all the other children were doing in that age. I had a limited childhood with limited access to everything because although I started with dancing, I could not continue. I had to come and music because a lot of fractures were happened, and the doctors told you need to be handled with care. You know, when we get something in the glass, it gets into our delivered into our home. We order in net. It also have written handled with care. So my life from my childhood, my parents handled with care because the suffering, the problem, the challenges were always there, and it is still existing. Only difference that now I know who I am. I know my purpose. I know how to protect myself, and I know how to bear with the problem because pain is inevitable because lot of fractures, lot of side effect, lot of depression, but suffering is a choice for me. How I respond now I know, but coming to happiness was a totally different thing because I never designed my life as a happiness coach. And it will be surprising to know, Alicia, I never used to talk much. Only they used to ask, "What is your name?" I said, "My good name and my nickname." That's all. But
Oh, I'm
the
stuck
journey
now.
yeah, so the journey I've had as a speaker and a happiness coach was 360-degree changed because I felt if I need to do something in the society, I need to talk about it. I need to talk about my issues, my problems, and the coming out. Then only people will, believe. Otherwise, people have that blockage in their mind that we are not able. So I have to show them the ability and show the mindset of coming out. So that happiness thing came. I started speaking all over the world virtually, given my talks into 7 countries, and then I given talk inclusive education in United Nations. That is a side effect. I think now people are calling me happiness coach, and they're looking after my smile.
Indeed, I think the way the energy that you put forth while you're talking about it, you're very passionate about the work that you're doing. And I must say that it's an inspiration to several. So, whenever people are drawing inspiration to you, how would you draw your inspiration, or who would be your inspiration that you are looking at?
And that's a obvious question, because I do inspire people, millions of people globally. I do motivate them, but end of the day, someone need to be there who generate me, the powerhouse of Sai. So I think first of all, I would really like to give the credit to my family, my parents and my brother, because they are the people who know me much the way world does not know me. They know how to take care of size problem and all. So they sacrifice their life only to make me as a face of inclusion, as a face of person with disability. And they sacrificed everything from getting a person we like me, bringing up was a struggle indeed, but they never broke down. They never faced that, okay, we are not able to do much. They had done everything, extent they have celebrated even the Diwali inside my room when I was confined for 6 years. So I cannot say anything left the way I inspired by them. And after that, there are a lot of person like ideal for me. One of the Stephen Hawking. He was ideal for me because his mobility was so confined, but he has become immortal, which is discoveries and the way he made the science change, transformation from his wheelchair, always fascinated me. And recently, I am very inspired with Sheetal, the Paralympic person, and without anything, any ability, the way she is empowering the girls and especially people like us is tremendous. So Sheetal is one of my recent inspiring person. But especially when I go into the global stage or I'm going into Bangalore, different forums and programs. I'm talking from a stage and I see thousands of people are reflecting the same aura, the joy and positivity they're beaming with, and their smile that inspire me a lot. Because I know at end of the day, we are doing everything with a noble cause. It is not because I recently completed my MBA also. I pursued my higher education because I felt it is good to be educated in the field where you love. I did in marketing. So I
Very
wanted to thank you, Alicia. I wanted to break
That's
the
super
barrier.
nice that you're continuously doing something or the other rather than restricting yourself, which is a
Correct,
big inspiration to several people. So,
correct.
yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so breaking that barrier that a person with a wheelchair can also have ability to higher study. That's why I pursued MBA. And as I was saying, when I do this achievement, it is not that I wanted to highlight myself. I always put this in over internet so that the people who are looking at me also get a ray of hope. If I can do with these adversities, with 90% disability, with 80% hearing impairment, I'm using a hearing aid now to talking with you. So the challenges are heaps. It's over the lot of Nobel, a lot of books can be written with my challenges. But the best part is I never had highlighted those much because everyone talk about suffering. Someone need to talk about smile, and I chose that part. So people when they look at me and they hug me with love and care, that inspire me a lot that okay, I'm doing something.
Indeed, I think you're an inspiration to several, like I've been saying right from the start. The smile is reciprocating it. And that's the reason why, anybody looking at you and listening to you is definitely smiling back. So, Dr. Sai, also one more thing that I would like to ask you is what are your future plans now? And what are the things that you are looking at? And how do you plan to, take things further, like the entire uh, area of your expertise, how you're putting forth to it. Like you said, like just now, your MBA is added to you, one more feather to your cap. So, what is next thing that you are looking at right now?
There are a couple of things which I have in my bucket list. As you said, people love my smile, and I always love to say it is the most accessible wear. You can carry your smile always, and so I really would like to work with my smile as a campaign or as a transformative tool because you don't need to spend money for giving a smile out. So I have a happiness unlimited community now. It's a virtual community having plus people are there who are always talking about happiness. Because joining in that community is with only one condition: no selfie wala smile, only smile from heart. Because many a time over the media, people do so many things which only in the sake of getting popular, getting likes and comments. But when we come out of the social world and talk with ourselves in the mirror. The self talk is very much important because, as you said, the future plans, until unless you give a pause and look back and look forward, what is the transformation you are bringing and what all you can do more, that is very important. So, I really would like to extend my plan of happiness session globally. Collaborating with the organizations or institutions who are looking for this to create more inclusive policies because the policy makers are doing their best, but in the forum there is a lack of disabled person to contribute their inputs. I do talk about that same for government organization, especially in the ministry level, when they make the RPWD Act or in the ministry where they are bringing up some scheme for people like us, you will never see the person with disability as bringing that. They're all able, and I respect their attitude, the views because they're experienced. But what is my take that why not you include someone from that field when you are working on disability? A person from the same community need to be there in the forum or meetings to contribute their views and ideas. So in future, I really would like to be in this kind of forums where I can contribute the ideas to make communication accessible because there is a still barrier. When I went to Goa, I was so surprised to see such an amazing facilities there for the communication of person like us. So, government of Goa is class apart for sure. I really love the way they have done the Purple Fest and all. But I'm talking about the major India where communication for us via railways, via airways, via roadways are still lack. People are not having that enough communication tool to do effortless communication. So that I really would like to input my ideas to make it more available for people like us because you can book your Ola Uber in your mobile. You cannot book an accessible car for through your mobile. So it need to be there because people not only in wheelchair, in disabled people, there are people who also suffer from medical issues, ailments like heart attacks and all. They use wheelchair also. They also suffer the same way communication. So I really would like to see the next generation to make some change maker and advocate the way I am doing it passionately. I really would like to create a forum where advocates of disability inclusion are doing it selflessly, creating endless possibilities and making a better future.
Indeed, and I think you're doing a fantastic job, as I've been mentioning it throughout our interview. And I wish you all the very best for all your future plans. Any particular message you would like to give to all our viewers who's watching you on this special day of International Day of Person with Disability?
Yes, sure. So, first of all, whenever you are in problem, you are in issues, you are in depression, you are in mentally down state, Remember Sai Smile. Look after in Google, search about my quotation and all, because these are not one day thing. I had come up with lot of research to write this quotation, and it is for all of you. Whenever you feel down, read that thing, message from me, and get your up, because this is a journey. And the disability, the ability, the transformation never happens magically in one day. You need to practice, you need to do this journey, which is unique. And to all the families and the people with my condition who are watching me, I would like to say only one thing: embrace and accept yourself. The more you accept, the world will come and help you. More you exclude yourself, you feel like you are not able to do, you will feel alone. So never feel alone, because Sai is there with you all. There can be hundreds of challenges, barriers, but remember you have the power to break them. And the sky is yours. Color it as you want. And yeah, purple is the best color to do, because it reflect your energy, empowerment, and positivity. So make your sky purple, and go beyond what you can. Think out of box, and everyone is equal, everyone is unique, everyone is good at something. So find out that something, and stay tuned with Purple TV, because they're bringing out lot of motivational things and good things, and spread out more message and joy whatever way you can, because you are the person responsible to bring the transformation. So start from yourself, and be grateful to everyone, whoever is doing this best work. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for taking time off and talking to us. It was great having you. And please be rest assured that Purple TV Bharat will be throughout there with you and will support anything that you would like to take things further. And yes, on behalf of the entire Purple TV Bharat, thank you so much for taking time off and talking to us. It was great and a privilege and an honor being with you. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Alisha. Lots of best wishes to everyone watching us. And Purple TV Bharat is doing this bridge, gapping this bridge of us, our voice, making to the world. So thanks for being our voice of inclusion and accessibility. And always remember, we are the people with not only specially able, we are limited edition. Thank you.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you so much once again. And well, keep watching your favorite channel, Purple TV Bharat, and stay tuned.
Like, share, and subscribe Purple TV Bharat.